I just wanted to do a little postscript with Michael and Karena because we've just been chatting further about what it was like in town when it was flooding and what a big help the army was as well. So tell me what you just discussed with me about the cattle and the shooting for a start.
Just the sounds, the smells, and all that, and then most of the time we were able to keep our children out of it. But those things, to the children who were in the know, they knew that wasn't a normal sound to be going off morning and night.
So you could hear the shoot.
Yeah, we could,
and of local property owners.
Yeah, and they're just right at the end. And then because of the local creek, some of the cattle actually ended up being ended up in our town, and I was on the phone out the back of my front lawn, which is right in the middle of town, and I look up and I'm getting chased by a Brahman heifer on my front lawn. So we knew that wasn't a normal circumstances. Yeah. And then with the army, they arrived. We normally are dealing with one plane at a time, and we had so many things coming, and everyone said, "Can you tell me what it is?" And I'm like, "I don't know, it's got a rotor going this way or it's going this way. I don't know." They're all coming in at once, and we just all helped everywhere. And
how grateful were you to see those army
words
choppers come?
So grateful.
First thing they delivered was avgas, and that was because we were isolated. There was no option.
We were helpless. We couldn't help anybody.
And there was the avgas was running out, and that was the number one thing they need to bring for all the local chopper pilots to do their job, whether it be move cattle, do fodder drops, and that was their number one aim to start with, was to supply us with fuel.
And how did they react to the community, or how did the community react to all of this influx of soldiers in your town? And
with open arms, I believe. They integrated. They became a part of it. They wanted to help. They wanted to be here as much as we wanted them there. So they did amazing things. They knew that. They stopped and be able to think about the things that we just hadn't even had a chance to think, and they were like, "We need to go and meet the children," and our children sort of just had to all fend for themselves, but they wanted to go and meet them, and it just opened up a communication between the children that they're here to help. It's not all bad guys, good guys. It's all here to help, and they had a ton of fun, and it was just a big relief for all of us. Kids could be a part of it without actually seeing the disasters, so it was nice. And then.
So for the kids, it was probably a bit of fun, really, for those little kids.
There's lots went on, and there's so many stories far and wide. But one of my funniest stories, we met at one of the army guys, and he would just jump in and help with anybody. And we got a phone call from one of the coordinators, and he said, "I've lost him. I don't know where he is. It must be the camouflage." And he just jumped into another vehicle.
Just gone and done a photo drop. He just decided,
He was here to help, so he helped.
He was here to do, so he went out and cut bales of hay up for a photo drop.
He'd only ever seen a mob of 5 cattle before, and then next minute he'd seen hundreds dead, but he still got up and he smiled and was just in awe of it, but we were in awe of them.
And he's back to his army base at Amberley now, and raising money to help everyone up here.
Oh, that's amazing.
And that's what he was,
Yeah.
So, and they went to the school and spent a day at the school, or they'd organised the thing, and they went to the Oval one afternoon and played with the kids for a couple of hours one afternoon. They were unbelievable.
They were able to share the energy that we just didn't have. Which was just so, we can't actually say words enough of thanks, and it was across the board, but they really stopped and made us go, "We've got this," and it made us feel like, right, we've got this too, and it was great. Really good.
That's so good to hear.
The other thing that I have gained out of this, you realise everyone just pulled together. So if someone drove past cattle and they seen and they needed hay or water, they just fed them. Didn't matter whose it was. It wasn't about individual needs. It was about our needs as a community, and everyone helped in every way. I do love that people were catering and that, and we were because we were on an island, we couldn't get groceries in or anything, and we were on the hunt for potatoes. So our little network, we were searching for potatoes. I got 6, I got 4. We all put them in together, and we got we fed a feast. So it was teamwork.
I have said a lot lately that the very worst of times brings out the very best of people, and that's what we always have to remember, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's for sure it does.
Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching our video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please try to remember to just click on the subscribe button so we can keep you updated with everything that's happening. Thank you.